Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to the Form 3 exam practice 3. We are continuing with the coordinates. In the previous video we did simultaneous equations and now we are continuing with the coordinates. Now for the coordinates you need to draw the coordinate graph first, and in your exam there are two types, right? Rectangular coordinates and the polar coordinates for DSC, but this time we are only having the rectangular coordinates. So what does that mean? So you draw the graph first, coordinate graph, rectangular coordinates. So like that, somehow like that. And you don't have to be perfect, of course. So I'll draw here. So rectangular coordinates, you have the x coordinate and the y coordinate until DSC. You will have z coordinate, like something like that later on if you further study maths. So just end here. Now what happens is that this is your origin. Origins means 0, 0. So everything is 0 here. On to the right side, x is getting bigger. On to the upside, y is getting bigger. On to the downside, y is getting smaller. And to the left side, x is getting smaller. What does that mean? So you have coordinates 1, positive, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blah blah blah. Also for the y's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 negatives, -1, -2, 3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, blah blah blah. Because I don't have enough space, so I'm not writing everything, right? Even for this one you have -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. So what do I do? So you have to label the coordinates given. So you have A and B points. This is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. X coordinate, y coordinate. Now for A, x is -3. So let's see the x line. -3 and the y is 5. So you will have to go that way. X is 3, y is 5. So somewhere here. So I will have my A somewhere here. -3 and 5. How about B? X is 2, y is -7. X is 2, y is -7. Oh, so it's much lower, right? So this one's much lower. So let's say this is -5, -6, and -7. Let's say like that. And then I need x is 2 and then y is 7. So it will be somewhere like this. So B is there. So let's just write it. B is 2 and -7. That's how you label first, the one given in the questions. Now what do we do? Translate so much English into maths again. The orange line first. A is rotated. What is rotated? For example, this calculator is now vertical. If I rotate 90 degrees, it will become horizontal. If I rotate 90 more degrees, it will become vertical again. If I do 90 more degrees, it will be horizontal again. If I do one more 90 degrees, it will come back to the original place. What does that mean? That means rotation is how you rotate, how many degrees. So if I'm doing 90 degrees, it's directly vertical to horizontal. If I do 10 degrees, it will be something like this, right? But this side or this side, how do I know? So if you go this way to the right side, that's what we call clockwise. But if you go to the other side, we call that anti-clockwise. Now to remember it, what I will suggest you to do is draw the clock, just like you do in primary school. So 12 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this side is what we call clockwise. Clock goes this way. That side will be anti-clockwise. It's up to you whether or not to put the hyphen, because American and British, the grammar are a little bit different. So that's what you have to know first. I'm just putting this on the side. Maybe we will need it later on. Maybe. So A is rotated clockwise, that means to the right side. How many boxes? How many sides? How many times? 90 degree only. So every box is 90 degree. If it's here, it will be coming this box. And every rotation, to easily remember, we will be doing, so it was like this, right? Longer, and then now it will lie down, so it will be somewhere here. What happened is x is 5, y is 3 now. So in other words, every 90 degree you also rotate the numbers. If it's 3, 5 here, then it will be 5, 3. So every 90 degree rotate the number. After rotation, then you decide whether that side is positive or negative. Here, this box, quadrant 1, here everything is positive. Everything is positive. So x is positive, y is positive. That's your new a naught or a dot. And what happened to b? B is translated. Translated means moving. So it can move up, down, right, left, anywhere. So it's moved to left side, leftwards by 21 steps. So originally you are here, just in 2 here. And then now you're going to 21 steps that side. So where will that be? So you're at 2, you're going 21 steps. 21 steps. Ooh, that's a lot. 21 steps. Where will you end up? You will end up at negative 19. Is your height changing? No, you're just walking around. So you won't suddenly get short or suddenly tall. So you're still at negative 7. That's your new B. Easy? Very easy, right? So that's what we call drawing. Now I'm putting this on the side because this is supposed to be on your graph paper only, not shown to the marker. So part A is just write down. Write down means no steps. So your A dot coordinate is 5, 3. Your B dot coordinate is negative 19 and negative 7. That's what you do for part A, usually drawing, and then see how it's moved, how it's changed. As for part B, they are usually asking few things. If it's rectangular coordinates, that means this way. So they might ask you to prove the things as parallel, or they will ask you to prove it as perpendicular. Now, how do I do that? So if the slopes, this is a slope symbol of line 1 and line 2 are same, then we will say the lines are similar, or the opposite as well. If the lines are similar, the slopes are same. But if the slopes I multiply each other and it equals to negative 1, then we will say they are perpendicular. So for example, this question is asking if they are perpendicular or not. So you will have to see after multiplying the slopes, is it negative 1 or not. If the question asks you if it's parallel or not, then you just have to find out the slopes. If they are equal, then they are parallel. Easy? That's the thing. Then how do I find slope? Slope will be, this is a slope symbol, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x. What is y2? What is y1? Y coordinate minus the y coordinate. So this is y coordinate, this is y coordinate. Minus each other and then over the x coordinates. X coordinate, x coordinate. Alright? That's how you find the slope. Now I need to, the question is wrong here. It's not PQ. It should be AB. Remember to change it back. AB. Okay, so AB and A dot B dot. Okay, we have to check that. So let me put this on the side. Everything that's notes or something like that, I will put it on the side because those are not really calculation, right? So I will first find the slope of AB. Do I have the coordinates of AB? It's here. So I find the slope of these two. So y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. x1 is negative 3. So remember to put a bracket. Negative 5 minus 5. Or negative 7 minus 5. Negative 12. 2 plus 3. You have 5. That's it. Negative is positive. That's why 2 plus 3. And then I also have to find the slope of the new A and the new B. That means using these coordinates. So the y minus the y over the x minus the x. Negative 7 minus 3, negative 10. Negative 19 minus 5, negative 24. So simplify a little bit, you will be having 5 over 12. So now I have two different slopes. So at least I know that they are not parallel. But I just have to prove if they're perpendicular or not. So what I do is the slopes multiply. Slope of AB, multiply slope of the new A and the new B, which is negative. Slope of AB is negative 12 over 5. The new AB is 5 over 12. Click calculator. Even if you don't, cancel, 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 cancel. What is left? Just negative 1. If your answer is negative 1, we will say the lines are perpendicular. So AB is perpendicular to the new AB. Easy? You can simply write like this. Up to you. That's for one question. Of course, it's going to take you a lot more time because this is 5 marks. You need 10 minutes to do it. Easy? Let's continue. MC as well. Draw first. Drawing will help you a lot in exam. So drawing, X here, Y here. Now this time I'm not going to write 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. We just do roughly. X is negative, Y is positive. Where is that? X is negative, Y is positive. So that means in this box. Then X is bigger than the Y. So it will be something like this. This is your point, negative 4 and 3. Alright. 0 origin there. And then now what happened to this point? This point is rotated anti-clockwise. So that means it's going this side. How many boxes? 180 degrees. So every box is 90 degrees. So when it comes here, the number changes to 3, 4. And then, but I need 180 degrees. So one more box. Again, the number changes to 4, 3. After changing the numbers, then you decide whether there's negatives or not. Here, everything is negative. Here is only Y negative. So, okay, easy. Very easy, right? It's rotated anti-clockwise, 180 degrees. So you do that. That's your final answer because you need one. This is just 90 degrees. So you need one more 90 like that. So your answer will be D. Super easy. Let's draw again. X, Y. Coordinate A is negative, negative. Both are negative. So it's somewhere here. So negative 5 and negative 2. A is somewhere here. This is your new A. Negative 5 and the original A. A is translated right side. 9 years. You're at 5. You're going to the right side for 9 steps. So 9 steps in total. 5 steps here. 4 more steps there. So it will be at 4. So your new one, this is your B. 4, and height doesn't change. Height means the Y coordinates. And then now B, what happens to B? Is rotated anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise, which side? That or this? Be very careful, you don't get tricked. So it's this side, anti-clockwise. How many boxes? Just one, just 90 degrees. So it will be somewhere there. And every 90 degree we switch numbers. It becomes 2 and 4. That's your C coordinate. And what do we have to find? Find the Y coordinate of CO. We found both. So just the Y is 4. Easy. Very easy. So let's quickly do more. If you're lucky in exam, you will be given this, but you know, DSC is not so sweet to everyone. This was just from the sample paper. So your A is here. Now A is rotated clockwise. So this side or that side? Yes, to the right side. How many boxes? 90 degree only. So just one box. So A is rotated here. So it will be 5 and 2. Now what happens to the next thing? A2 is the reflection image of A with respect to the Y-axis. Where do you see your reflection? You will see reflection in something that is like a mirror, phone screens, like that, right? So would your size suddenly change in the reflection? No, it's just you're in the other, maybe like universe or something like that, in the other space. So A2 is the reflection image of A. So with respect to y-axis. So your mirror now is y-axis. So this is your mirror now. And you're standing here, A point. So where will you be in your mirror image? Here, yes. So that's your new A2. Cool. And does your height change? No. So height is still 5. Just number 2 is changed to positive. Negative becomes positive like that. So your part A is done, right? You found your A dot 5, 2. You also find your A dot dot 2, 5. Part B, what do we need? Are they perpendicular? Which two? O and A2. So what is O? O means origin, which means the coordinates are 0, 0. Oops. So we know O is 0, 0. We know A2 is 2 and 5. And we have to check if they're perpendicular or not. So we have to find their slopes. Slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 5 minus 0 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0, 2. 2 minus 0 is 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0, of course. So that's the slope of O and A2. And then the other one, A is negative 2 and 5. A dot is 5 and 2. So the slope of these two will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 2 minus 5, negative 3. 5 plus 2, 7. So you found their slopes. And then I have to check whether they are perpendicular or not. So for that, I have to multiply their slopes. AO and A2 times slope of A dot. You will have 5 over 2 times negative 3 over 7. You will be able to get that as negative 15 over 14. Is that a negative 1? It is negative 1 point something, not exactly negative 1. So it might look perpendicular, but it is not perpendicular. So we know this is not equals to negative 1. So O and A2 is not perpendicular to A dot. Easy? Good. Then let's try 2 more questions. Draw, quickly draw. Now we should be a little quicker in drawing now. You have x coordinate and y coordinate. Where's our A? X is negative, y is positive, so it will be somewhere here. A is negative 3 and 4. What is B? B is x positive, y negative, x positive, y negative, so somewhere there. So B is somewhere there. 9 and negative 9. And then A is rotated, okay, anti-clockwise, so to the left side. How many degrees? 90 degrees, so just one box. So it's just coming one box. So it becomes 4, 3 only. After writing the numbers, then you decide whether there's positives or negatives. Since this side, this quadrant, everything is negative, so you write that. That's your new A. How about B? B is a reflection. So that means that's a mirror with respect to x-axis. So your mirror is at the x now. You are here. Where will you be? Somewhere there. So that is your new B. Everything is positive. So 9 and 9. So your part A is done. Your A coordinate is negative 4 and negative 3. Your B coordinate is 9 and 9. You have to prove that they are perpendicular. So you find the slope of AB first. AB, that means the original ones. So y minus y over x minus x. Negative 9 minus 4, negative 13. 9 plus 3, 12. And you also find the new AB slope. Y minus y over x minus x. So 12 over 13. And then I have to multiply them to check if they are negative 1 or not. Negative 13 over 12 times 12 over 13. You get that as negative 1. If they're negative 1, then we will say AB perpendiculars to A dot B dot. Super easy, right? So last question. Pause the video. Try to do it on your own and then check. So coordinates. This x is positive, y is negative. So where is that? So somewhere here. This is your S point. How about T point? Negative to negative. Both are negative. Somewhere here. And then now what happens to S? S is rotated anti-clockwise, 90 degree only, so just one box. Anti-clockwise, that means to the left side, so it's somewhere here now. This is your new S. Every rotation we change numbers, and since everything is positive here, so it's good. And then how about for the new T? It's the reflection again with the x-axis. So where's your mirror? On the x. You are here, so you will be somewhere there. So that's why your new T will be somewhere there. So which is your x is not changing, you're just moved to the upside. X is still negative, y will be positive now. That's your new S or new T. So your part A, very easy. You have to find the new S. You also find the new T. And then part B, we have to find, oh, very easy, just the slope. So slope of this new T and S. Easy la. So y minus y over x minus x. 7 minus 12, negative 5, negative 3 minus 5, negative 8. Simplify a little bit, so you get 5 over 8. Okay, now that's for the coordinates. Coordinates is one of the really hard topics, but then it comes almost every year. And also in MC, so make sure you know how to do it. And if you get confused, also ask on WhatsApp or anywhere. Till next time, tata, bye-bye, Allah Hafiz. You can ask anywhere. Okay, and of course try to do all the questions on your own again and again and again and again and again and again. Okay, so see you next time. Allah Hafiz. Tata, bye-bye, Allah Hafiz.